Hello and welcome to another little bug report video by me, FoxyNoTail, here in the Bedrock edition of the game and the Java edition of the game, as you can see here. And the bug that I'm actually going to be showing today is not the one which is actually happening on Java, where this guy keeps connecting and reconnecting to his lectern. He can't make his mind up. He keeps changing to it and then becoming unemployed again. I don't know what's going on here. I've rolled both of these villagers a few times just to try and get them to have exactly the same trades so we can do this demonstration. But look, he's just in and out, and he keeps changing his trades when he does it. We're actually here today to find a bug on the Bedrock edition of the game, and so far I'm just having problems with Java edition. So I've moved the bed one block back. Let's put a new villager in. Let's hope he connects to his workstation and stays with it, and let's make sure he's got the same trades as the one in the Bedrock edition of the game. And first of all, we're going to just check his trades. He's got 24 paper for 1 emerald and 6 emeralds for 3 bookshelves. Now, I've done a lot of rolls, and every time they have this trade, it's always the same, 6 for 3. But on Bedrock Edition, if we check this guy out who's sleeping, you only ever get 1 bookshelf for 6. So you get 24 paper for 1 emerald, but you only get 1 bookshelf for 6. So already, we've been done out of 2 bookshelves on the same trade, which is not ideal. So I'm going to grab a bunch of paper out of this chest here. I'm going to go to this guy. I'm going to click on the paper trade. There we go. Look, he's leveled up to his next trades after just 8 trades we got out of him, and he's already an apprentice. Now, he's still locked up on his paper trade. He'll restock that when he goes to his lectern at some point throughout the day. Now, let's do it on the Bedrock Edition one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's locked out. So we got 4 trades, and he's locked out, and he's not even halfway up to level 2 yet. So now we've got to wait for both of them to restock before we can trade again. Alternatively, what we could do, rather than waiting for them to restock their trades, is we could grab some emeralds and do their other trade as well. So let's do that. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4 bookshelves. Now he has leveled up to the next one, so that's still 8 trades, and he's leveled up to the next one. He's now a level 2, but he's completely locked out of both trades. Let's go back to Java Edition, see what happens on that one. So same thing, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go. We've got 6 trades for the bookshelves, but look how many bookshelves we got altogether. We got 18 bookshelves for that, for the same price as on this one we got 4 bookshelves. So there's a massive difference in what bookshelves you get. Okay, while we're waiting for them to restock, can you see how the Java Edition one has decided he likes me more? He's actually dropped his prices on all of his stuff because I've traded with him, and we've built up a little bit of a reputation already for being good business partners. Whereas the Bedrock Edition guy is selling stuff for exactly the same price. He's not interested in doing deals with me. Right, the Java guy is now restocked, so I'm going to grab some more paper, I'm going to grab some more emeralds, and let's do a second wave of trading with this guy. Let's see how far we can get him up. Now let's come over to Bedrock Edition. Have you restocked? No, you're still not restocked. Okay, Java Edition guy has now restocked, but he's put his prices up now. For some reason, he's gone up on paper. I assume that's supply and demand because I'm spending a lot of paper. He's putting his prices up for it. And also Bedrock Edition guy has put his prices up as well. Although he's put his prices up on both of those, which isn't ever so good. And he hasn't restocked, which isn't ever so good. So let's do our next set of trades with the Java Edition guy then. So let's give him some books. Go 1, and look how much XP that gives him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's now gone up to his 4th level. So in a second, there we go, he's got his sparkles, he's now an expert. That was so easy. So now we can do written books or book and quills for emeralds as well. And let's trade with this guy who's now put his prices up even more and see if we can get the same thing. So we did bookshelves again, didn't we? Which was 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how slow his experience is going up before he locks out. That's annoying. For the Java trader, we didn't use any books to get him up to his 3rd trade. So in order to keep this fair, we're going to have to keep doing the Bedrock Edition guy's first set of trades, or set of trades to get him up to level 3 on emeralds and paper. So let's keep going with the paper. Right, I've finished trading paper, emeralds and books with this guy, and he is now a master. He's already gone up to his master level, which means he's unlocked everything. He's giving us discounts on things we've not bought before, and he's put his prices up on a couple of things that we buy too much of, which is to be expected. In terms of what it's cost us to get this villager to a master level, it's cost us just over 9 stacks of paper, just over 2 stacks of emeralds, and less than half a stack of books, and that's made him a master. And for that, we've got over a stack of bookshelves, and we also got 30 emeralds back from that, which means if you actually take those away from the emeralds we've paid, That's less than 2 stacks of emeralds that it's going to have cost us to get him up to a master level. Now, the Bedrock Edition guy is still on level 2. He's still locked out, which isn't ideal. And we've got no choice at this point, really, other than to start trading books with him because he's becoming very expensive. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's locked out of books. But that should hopefully have taken him up to his 3rd level. No, it's not quite. In terms of in-game time, where we're at now, we are just looking at the sun going down at the end of our 3rd day for both of them. So the Java Edition guy completely unlocked a master level within 3 days. Probably could have done it quicker if I hadn't been messing about with this one. I've bought another 4 of each thing and he's completely locked out again, but he is now at least a level 3 librarian, which means we can start trading ink sacks with him if we want. But his prices for that was unreal. 38 pieces of paper for 1 emerald and 9 emeralds for 1 bookshelf. Don't forget the Java guy gives you 3 bookshelves each time, so it is a complete rip-off on Bedrock Edition. After sleeping yet another night away, and his prices have gone up to 43 paper for 1 emerald. His prices have gone up again, 48, 12 and 6. He's nearly there, he's nearly at level 4, but he's completely locked out of those again. I'm going to have to wait till the next day to finish leveling him up. Day number 6, he is unlocked. His prices are 52, 13, 7. Okay, so we're now on level 4 librarian, which means we do have access to these expert level trades, which is very good. But bearing in mind, on our Java Edition trader, we never had to trade anything other than paper, books and emeralds in order to get him to level up. Now, for the sake of a fair test, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, burning through books and burning through paper and burning through emeralds in order to get this guy up to master. But in an ideal world, we'd probably be using these other things as well. Day number 7. Prices have gone up again. 57, 14 and 6. It's day number 8. His prices are now 62, 15 and 7. Great, thanks mate. Day number 9 and we're at a stack of paper for 1 emerald. Day 10 and his emeralds are staying on 64, which is good that they've maxed out at a stack. Day 12 and I've now had to restock this box twice in order to do what we're doing. There we go, max level, we've done it, we've reached it. Finally, we've reached master level. Excellent, which has unlocked the name tag. Right, I'm going to add it all together and see how much that cost us. Okay, here's the final comparison of what it costs to get our villagers from 0 to master level. So this is the Bedrock Edition villager and this is the Java Edition villager. The Bedrock Edition cost us 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 and nearly a half stacks of paper, just over 3.5 stacks of books, over 9.5 stacks of emeralds, and bearing in mind we only got just under 1.5 stacks of emeralds back and 44 bookshelves compared to getting over 64 bookshelves on Java Edition. That's a lot of cost for not a lot of reward, and yeah, that took a long time. It took us over 12 Minecraft days in order to do that, which is a long time. Now, the trades are pretty similar. We've got a compass instead of a clock on this one, but the prices are ridiculous. The prices are absolutely ridiculous on the Bedrock Edition one. Now, I'm going to do exactly the same thing again, and this time I'm going to do it just using any of the materials that the villagers want and see how much we can, how quickly and how expensive it is to trade them up using everything we've got at our disposal. First trades, we're going to do as many of these paper trades as possible. So the first level, just on paper alone, that should take him up. If we look out of this, he should start sparkling. There we go. So that's taking him up to level 2 already. Then we're going to use emeralds. There we go, straight away we got to the next level already before we even locked out. Okay, what's going to give us the most XP next time then? It's going to be, glass or emeralds gives us the same, so let's just buy some glass then. There we go, we're on level 3 already. And look, all we got to do is sell him 1 written book, and that gives us the full master level. Okay, so to get the Java Edition villager up to master level, it cost us 2.25 stacks of paper, 20 emeralds for 6 books, and 5 emeralds for 20 pieces of glass, which is 25 emeralds all together, and we did it in 1 Minecraft day. So that was really, really quick and really, really easy. Now let's do it on Bedrock Edition. Right, we're on level 2. We've done that from paper and 3 bookshelves. Now we're going to do books, and we've locked out on that. So let's do another bookshelf then. Right, and they're all locked out, so we're going to have to do loads of emeralds and a book in order to get his fire protection book now, but that's going to give him quite a lot of XP, and that's completely locked out now, and so is he, completely locked out, so there's no way we can level him up in one day. We've got to wait for the next day now. Okay, day 2, prices have gone up, and so has the book prices. The only thing that hasn't is the actual cost of the books for emeralds. Let's see what's going to give us the most XP. It is going to be another one of those books, which is 30 emeralds now. So let's do that, and then he's still not quite high enough. So let's see if we can do with a few of these book trades. So 1, 2, there we go, 2 books it took us to get to the next one, which wasn't too bad. Let's go for the one that's going to give us the most XP, which is his book, which is another 16 emeralds, and we can only get 1, so now we're going to have to go to Squid Ink, and we can do 4 of those. So 4 of those, that's cost us 20 ink sacks. Right, things are pretty much locked up on us now, so we're going to have to go back to the trades that give us very little XP, or we wait for the next day and we can get more XP from the big trades again. I don't know what's the best thing to do at the minute. You can see from what we've got left, they hardly make any difference to his XP bar. Maybe the books are like the most, but it's not much at all. That's certainly not going to take us to the next level by the next day, so we might as well wait till the next day. Okay, day 3, his books have unlocked, but his prices are up again, so let's grab one of those. That's going to give him quite a lot, and if we do that one, it's not going to quite take us to the top, but let's grab one anyway. So that's 17 plus 33, and then a couple of ink sacks. There we go, that's took us to level 4 on one lot of ink sacks. So he's now a level 4, which means we can now trade book and quill, which gives a reasonable amount of XP. It's not as much as an enchanted book though. Oh, but if we do emeralds for a compass though, that's pretty good. So let's do that. That's nearly took him to the top level there, just doing the compasses, which is good. But we still only got 4 trades. So we should be able to just push him over the top with a couple more trades from these things then. Let's do a book and quill. And that locks out on 1 as well. So you can only do 1 book and quill. Come on, we only need a couple more things. Ink sacks again. 1, 2. 2 ink sacks to get him to the top. Well, I say 2 ink sacks. 2 lots of 6 ink sacks. So 12 ink sacks. So there we go, the Bedrock guy is now completely maxed out, which is really good. It took 3 days as opposed to 1 day, and it cost all of those things. So in comparison to the Java Edition one, the Bedrock guy was a lot more expensive. It was exactly the same amount of paper, but it cost us nearly 2 1/4 stacks of emeralds, 33 books, a book and quill, and 38 ink sacks. Now, we did get a lot more in return in terms of we got a few enchanted books, which is nice, but overall, 3 days plus nearly, 3 stacks of emeralds in order to get that amount back and to fully unlock him, compared to just a tiny bit of paper, a couple of bits of leather, and a few emeralds on the Java Edition. It's a lot worse. So there we go. I don't know if they're bugs or intended features, but for me that is a massive amount of parity between the 2 editions. Now, I'm a biggest advocate for saying that the editions are good that they're slightly different, but when it's that bad, that's not good. You know, that's the exact same thing, but just done worse on Bedrock Edition. It's not like they've added anything better to Bedrock Edition to account for the fact that it's a lot more expensive and takes a lot longer. So I would say that's either a bug or something that really does need addresses in terms of gameplay. On that note, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!